All right, we're back here with Hit the Pick. Dan Kaiser, the professor, and I'm here with uh, Right Cape here. We're going to go, Tom Macrina, awesome. We're going to go here and talk about the AFC West and South. If you didn't see our last video, we did a video on the AFC North and East. That was up earlier this week. Go check that out. We basically look over these teams, how we expect them to do in the conference or in the division, playoffs, and their win-loss total, and we just kind of break down the teams a little bit and what we like, what we don't like. So, right, Cape, how you doing? Hey, tonight's first preseason game, Hall of Fame game. You got any action on that?
Personally, I do. I took the over, but I have nothing posted.
Okay.
It's I'm not a big preseason bettor. I'll do it every once in a while, but yeah, more for fun than.
Okay. Yeah, I do have it's the end of the month. There was no baseball to speak of. I had 5% play left, so I threw that up on the game tonight. I don't do preseason.
Today, the board was brutal, just in general. It was horrible.
And I don't do preseason either, so yeah. But it was the Lions, so hey, I had to do something.
Yeah, might as well.
All right, so let's get right in here. Let's get it on the AFC West. Right now, let's look this real quick here. To the Chiefs to win the division is -110, make the playoffs -385. Chargers are +290 to win the division, -132 to make the playoffs. The Broncos +330, -115 to make the playoffs. And Vegas is Vegas, +120 to win the division, only +320 to make the playoffs. Right. Again, looks like it's going to be a competitive division. Again, sooner or later, the Chiefs are gonna fall down a bit. Is this the year they fall down?
Yeah, I think so. You said it's going to be a competitive division. When you look at those to make playoff numbers, 3 of the 4 are minus numbers. So yeah, it's all close. Chiefs are just ridiculous. But yeah, I kind of do think that the Chiefs take a step back. I don't know. I like Patrick Mahomes. I like Andy Reid. They've dominated, I think, 9 straight seasons they won this division. They averaged like 12.4 wins. They lost the Super Bowl.
The one thing
about the Chiefs, I think the defense has to be as strong as the defense has been in the last few years, which they could be. I kind of feel like the offensive side's a problem. I know you have Patrick Mahomes. Kelsey's getting older. We don't know what he's going to do. Rice suspended? Yes?
I don't know. Did they actually? I don't know if they actually said he was suspended, but I'm sure he will be for at least probably 3 games.
Yeah, I think he did get suspended. Okay. DeAndre Hopkins is gone.
Yeah, he didn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, I know they made it to the Super Bowl last year, but during the regular season, they didn't look great.
They were 11-0 in 1-score games. You can't. You
can't expect that.
You can't expect that again. So would you say the Chargers are the team or the Broncos?
Nah, I like the Broncos. I love the Broncos. I actually have Broncos to win the AFC.
Okay.
So let's talk about the Broncos.
Let's go.
So Sean Payton, I like him as a coach. I think he's going to have Bo Nix ready. He should be better in his second season. I understand the sophomore slump. That's fine. This was one of the best defenses last year. Patrick Surtain's fucking elite. I guess the only thing that worries me was at the end of the season last year, they had problems with the run defense. But they have a great offensive line. They have a great defensive line. I feel like they have weapons. I guess we'll see what these running backs are going to do. Who do they get? J.K. Dobbins?
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins and R.J.
And they have a rookie.
UCF. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think Bo Nix is going to have to do too much. And as long as their running game's good, which I think it will be. But yeah, I think talent from top to bottom. I think this Broncos team is really good, and I think they're coached great.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I think, to be honest, I think it's kind of wonders what Peyton has done in the short time he's been there, and especially with
all the problems they had with Russell Wilson.
Yep. And how bad that trade was. Yeah. Yeah. And unlike the Chiefs, they're Denver's 1-6 in one-score games, and saying that they're top 7. I think they're only the top 7 on both sides of the ball in red zone touchdown percentage. So they could score when they're in red zone, and they didn't let a lot of teams score when they're in the red zone. And again, I think this defense could be the best defense in the NFL. I guess the one thing you got to make, as long as Hufanga and Greenlaw, if they can stay, as long as they stay healthy, obviously, that defense is going to be awesome. And
one thing that is a problem. I mean, it's the back end of the schedule, but before the season starts, if you look at the back end of the schedule, it looks tough. They played the Chiefs twice. They played the Chargers. Hold on. Green Bay. They have Washington, Jacksonville. I mean, half of those teams will probably fall off by then, but looking at it right now, that's a tough schedule at the end.
Yep, I agree there. Yeah, but any thoughts on the Chargers?
Yeah, but I do have thoughts on the Chargers. I like Jim Harbaugh. He turned his team around, 5-12. They were horrible in the playoffs. I kind of feel like they had a soft schedule last year, which helped them. I feel like their offense is good. They'll punch you in the face. They like to run the ball. I have concerns about the defense a bit. I think they're going to be a fringe playoff team, but I don't know. 9 wins.
There's one little thing here. 6 of their last 8 home games. Again, kind of like the Denver Broncos. 6 of their last 8 home games are against playoff teams from last season. Who knows what, as who knows what if they're going to be any good this season, but that's, something to look at. And so, I think it's going to come down to those 3 teams, but if I was going to take somebody outside of Kansas State, I think I'd take Denver like you. I'd take Denver more than I take the Chargers.
Yeah, me too. I have a lot of Denver futures. When Sean Payton came in to Denver, I actually took them to make the playoffs that season. Obviously, they didn't. I was heavy on them last year. I just think they're going to be that much better this season. And if you want to talk about the Raiders real quick, I'm not a big Pete Carroll fan. I'm not a big Geno Smith fan. They might be a flashy team. I don't think they're going to be any good.
Yeah, that basically sums up my thoughts also. So, all right, so let's look at wins here. You got the Chiefs sitting at 11.5, plus 105 to the over, minus 125 to the under. The Chargers and Broncos, that's what I said about this division. They're both sitting at 9.5. Chargers are minus 120 to the over. Broncos are minus 115. Unders plus 100 for the Chargers, minus 105 for the Broncos. And the Raiders coming at 7.5, plus 130 to the over, and under 190. Under one is minus 195. Any thoughts on anything you like there? If anything.
I mean, I'd love to take the Raiders under, but not minus 195.
And those are from those are from BetMGM today, so you might be able to find. You can also look maybe at an alternative.
Yeah, but they're probably around. It's probably around there anyway.
Yeah.
But Chargers, like I said, I think it's going to be around that number. They're going to have 9-10 wins. I like the Broncos to have more. What was the Chiefs?
11.5.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to take the Chiefs to not make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Chiefs they're the 11th team in the last 11 years with 11.5 win total. That overhit has got 6-3-1 in the last 10 teams. This is the fourth time in the last 6 years that they've had this 11.5 win total, and they've gone over 3 of those. And the one time they didn't go over, they hit 11. And one of those other years they were at 12.5, and they hit 12 wins in that one. They've gone over their win total in 7 of the last 8 years. I know, and I again, like we said, they're going to take a fall soon, but it's always so hard.
They have a favorable schedule too.
Yeah, it's just always hard though. It's like they're gonna, that at some point they're gonna have a letdown, and as soon as you bet them to have the letdown, that's when they're gonna go 14-3 or something.
Yeah,
it's just how it is.
Yeah. Now, if I would take anything with the Chiefs, it would be the Chiefs to not make the playoffs.
Okay. Yep. There's a couple other things just out there, like on the Chargers or something. But again, they don't have they haven't had Harbaugh as the coach, but since '81, in seasons after winning 10+ games, they've gone 0-4 to the under. But again, they don't have Harbaugh, and so that thing you got to kind of throw that this is just a different team. So
yeah, I kind of feel like the Chargers' strength last season was their defense, and I don't think it's going to be this season.
Yeah. They like both.
Like if you're going to run the ball all the time, you kind of have to have a strong defense. I don't think this is it.
Yeah.
So they're not going to win 13-10 or 14-17 games, stuff like that.
I know you talked about the Raiders in the under, but and again, different team, different time. But Carroll's 9-4-1 to the over in the win totals since 2020. His teams have faced a win total of 9 or less 7 times in that stretch, and it's gone over 6 times with 1 push. But again, but that was with Seattle.
It's with Seattle, and Seattle let go of him because he was old.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I know people love Pete Carroll. I'm not hating on the guy, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But see, that goes back when everybody was I think he only interviewed with Atlanta, and everybody said, "Well, I don't understand why nobody's hiring Belichick." One, that they use old, and 2, and my whole argument for why you don't hire Bill Belichick is after they got rid of Brady, and Mac Jones took him to the playoffs. I know it was with Josh McDaniels, and then his thought was, I'm going to make my offensive coordinator the next year fat Matt Patricia. Right there.
I mean, yeah,
right there.
I got you. Well, the Eagles tried to.
Yeah, I know.
I remember when he was in Philadelphia.
I had to go through 5 years in Detroit with them, so I have really disdain for Matt Patricia. That's why I think. Did he go to Ohio State?
He went somewhere.
I think he's at Ohio State. So, all right, good stuff on good stuff on the West. Let's go on this other conference here, which is kind of interesting with the AFC South. We got Houston Texans, the big favorite here to win the division at -110. They're -144 to make the playoffs. Jacksonville's +310, +186 to make the playoffs. The Colts +330 to win the division, +198 to make the playoffs. And then the Tennessee Titans, Joey Tron's team here is +600 to win the division, +340 to make the playoffs. Can you go with do you go with anybody outside of Houston in this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually like Jacksonville. So they have a new coach, Liam Cohen. I think he is going to do wonders for Trevor Lawrence. I'm not a big Trevor Lawrence fan, but when you see what he did with Baker Mayfield, I think if he could do that with Trevor Lawrence, this team's going to be good. I think their offensive line is good. I like Brian Thomas Jr. They drafted Travis Hunter. We'll see what they do with him. I kind of think their secondary is weak. But yeah, I think this offense is going to be really good.
Yeah,
I think they win a division. I think they win the division.
All right, yeah, this team intrigues me also. Trevor Lawrence missed 8 games last season. As you said, they drafted Travis Hunter, new head coach. They were 3-10 in one-score games last year. So I think if you get a healthy Lawrence, that's going to make a difference. I think Hunter's going to be good on both sides of the ball for him. And yeah, I agree with you there. This Houston team, yeah, I mean, they're good, but I think this could be the year they fall off a little bit. Their O-line was the weakness, and they lost their top offensive tackle and Jeremy Tunsil. They revamped the offensive line, but they looked for Cam Robinson to replace Tunsil, and he was terrible last year, especially when he got traded to Minnesota at the end of the season. He was terrible. I think they could suffer a little bit, but also the thing about Texans, they made the playoffs last year. They lost, their whole receiving core at one point in the season, but they did lose Diggs. He's not coming back. Yeah, I think they may take a little step down there. So yeah, I'm with you on Jacksonville taking that division. Anything else?
Yeah, I think Tank Dell's out too, right?
Yeah.
It's Nick Chubb on there. Nick Chubb is on the Texans.
I missed that if he is. Yeah,
I think he is. So I think if he's good.
Yeah, but will he be healthy?
I don't think that they're going to be bad. I actually think C.J. Stroud is going to be better. Yeah, I don't know about their weapons other than what's his name? Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's good. I always think that D'Amico Ryan's defense is good. They got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I like him in the secondary. They wild card team.
Yeah. I think they may, and I don't think they're going to be bad. I just think they may take a step back a little bit, and just for no particular reason except maybe their offensive line. And I just think Jacksonville's just going to be improved in this one. I think a healthy Lawrence, and as you said, the coach, and I just think they're going to be a little bit better. Any thought on our friend Joey Tron or Titans?
Yeah, I actually like their over win total. So my biggest thing here is they drafted Cam Ward. This was a good defense last year. They also had a lot of games where they were in the lead and Will Levis blew it. If you look at it, Cam Ward, obviously a rookie quarterback. He's not going to be that strong. But he was in Miami, which had a really, really bad defense, and he got wins for him. He overcame bad defenses all last season. I don't think he's going to be horrible this season. They really don't have offensive weapons.
Yeah,
I kind of think they go over the win total.
Okay. Well, speaking of win totals here, let's look at those. As you said, the Titans, you like the over. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Their win total is sitting at 6.5. You get the over at plus 140. Unders minus 170. The top of the division, the Texans are minus or 9.5 plus 100 to the over, minus 120 to the under. Jacksonville's at 7.5 wins at minus 120 to the over, plus 100 to the under. Colts are also at 7.5 at plus 110 and minus 110 to the under. Again, I guess we're both on agreement here. You got to take Jacksonville over.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The Colts, talk about them real quick. I'm not high on them.
Okay.
Yeah, like Jonathan Taylor. Their quarterback situation is horrible. As bad as Anthony Richardson is, Daniel Jones might be worse. Yeah, I don't know. I like that they got Tyler Warren, so they have a tight end to throw to. But they lost 2 guys on the offensive line. They had a weak pass rush last year. I just think they're going to struggle.
No hope in Danny Dimes.
I mean, I wouldn't like him in the first place because he was a New York Giant. But no, I never thought he was any good. I'm shocked that they signed him.
Yeah, so am I. Hey, you know how you can get numbers for anything. He was 4-0 against the AFC South in his career.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So the Titans. Do you have any idea on the total in that one? The win total?
Thought we saw it.
What is it again? 6.5.
Yep, that's fine.
Taking over?
I'm taking over.
Yeah.
I think this is I might go over 7.5. I think they get at least 8 wins. I think they're going to be a strong team at home. I mean, their schedule is not too hard. Shouldn't be. I don't know how much I like Callahan, but other than that, I think it's they're a decent team.
And like you said, Levis lost them a lot of games last year. They were 2-6 in one-score games. So yeah, you should see a little improvement there. I think they can get over that win total, sure. The only thing is, see, the number I like, because I like Jacksonville to win the division. So I think that number is low for me. The only thing, if you just look at past trends, they are 2-12 to the under to the season win total in the last 14 years. Huh?
Jacksonville is?
Yeah, in the last 14 years, yeah. But this number just screams over to me. It just does. 7.5.
It's funny with Jacksonville because they always have a culture change. And the first year, the culture change is great. And then all of a sudden, they suck again.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure they had a – no, that really –
I mean, Doug Peterson got them to the AFC Championship.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know. But was it the first year under Urban?
Oh.
That wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
But there was nothing good about that situation.
No. All right, very good. Anything else on that division you want to talk about?
Not really. I don't expect too many of those teams to be in the playoffs. The division winner, and there may be another team fighting for the playoffs, but I don't think this is a strong division.
Me either. I think it's going to be a 2-team race here to win that division. I think maybe the other team would probably be looking good for a wild card spot. All right, Ryan. Thanks. Good stuff. As always, man. You always bring the info that the people need. Outside here, I know you got some things going on. Where can people find you if they're looking for you?
Yep. You can find me at RyCape on all social media. HitThePick.com. Go check it out. We're doing renovations. We're making it good. Football season's coming up. We're getting ready. I guess I'm starting to heat up. We're about to see. But I've been doing well the last few days. I did decent July.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting ready to ramp it up. You know how August is.
Yeah. I had a decent July on the Diamonds also. Football's just right around the corner. Again, football's starting tonight. You won't see much from me. As you said, you don't do much preseason. I don't do much either. But coming up, we got Sunday. We got the NASCAR report is back finally, and always good for you to.
I got a bunch of stuff. Hold on. So tomorrow I'm gonna do hit the track. Saturday, nothing from me. And then Sunday, you're actually doing 2 shows with me. So we're going to do the NASCAR report, and then we're going to break down the American Conference in college football.
All right. I'll start breaking it down.
I haven't even started breaking it down.
And then next week we're gonna hit the NFC with our breakdowns.
Yeah. That's perfect. We'll probably do one Monday, one Tuesday. I gotta see what my schedule is. We'll bang out the NFC next week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks everybody for joining. Again, go back. We did the other 2 divisions in the AFC earlier this week. Those are up for you to watch. Go back and watch those. Good stuff there from Right Cape also in those. Like you said, he's got shows coming up. Make sure you hit those. Always good NASCAR information, and we'll see you Sunday. And Ryan, I'll let you close it out as you do.
Yeah, let's catch some tickets.